Hey there, beautiful souls, and welcome to this message. Day 6, should have been day 7. I'll explain what kind of happened there. But today I wanted to share this message that has been inspired by attending the Sadhguru course just yesterday. And I spent a whole day doing some amazing work and going through some incredible processes of meditation and yoga and kriyas and different practices that Sadhguru transmits into his audience, and having a taste of your inner world reality. And the actual program that I went to yesterday was called Soak Up the Ecstasy of Enlightenment, right? So it was all about feeling into your own physical system and gaining access to tools that allow you to become your own kind of inner engineer, or in my terminology, it's more like being a human guinea pig, right? And so getting access, heightened awareness of what's beyond just your 5 senses, and through the framework of your own body. And the purpose really is to take control of your life, right? To have the awareness of your mental world, your emotional world, your physical world, your energetic world, and see how all of those pieces come together in the holistic system that makes you you. And when you can have awareness of those different layers of what makes you you, then you can understand how your system is working in terms of reactivity, or actually consciously designing your reality and how you experience reality. So it was a really powerful program. And what happened yesterday, of course you guys know I'm doing a 40-day challenge, and it started with some of the practices that I'm doing from Sadhguru. And I was inspired to include getting on a live every single day for 40 days with you guys as well, and sharing any messages of inspiration from my heart to yours, in the hope that it might awaken something really empowering for you in your own system, and or get you questioning your own reality and maybe get unstuck in some form. And yesterday I couldn't do it, and I had planned that, you know, this is a big event, thousands of people here in Sydney. I had planned, like, I'm going to go and register really early, so I've got time to then come out and like do a live for you guys and then come back in. But it turned out took so long to get through registration. We were there so early, and then you can't leave, and you're not allowed your phone and technology all day, and it was ended in the evening. So I couldn't actually do it. So my 40-day challenge has been extended by a day for you guys. But anyway, today I wanted to share with you this message that is so at the core of my heart, and it's actually the base and the foundation of why I do what I do, and why I love bringing communities together and people together to experience our humanity at its best. And so today's message is wake up to the beauty of humanity within and all around you. And I actually had an experience yesterday in one of the processes. It was a guided kind of visualization meditation where Sadhguru guided us all to go back to a moment where you felt maximum love, like an overwhelming amount of real, genuine love. And as I was being guided and going through this process, what actually came through for me was not a moment with an intimate partner or a family member or a great friend. It wasn't actually that. What actually came through for me was witnessing a moment in a big event room. It was at a Tony Robbins event, and watching somebody go through what's called an intervention, where somebody was suicidal, right? And Tony Robbins does this at all of his events. He'll ask in the room, who here is suicidal? And a bunch of people will actually stand up, and he'll select one and work with them. And basically, I had never seen anything like this before in my life, before this point in time. And this was going back to 2013. And I'm in this room full of thousands of people, and you know, Tony Robbins is working with this man who was suicidal, and it wasn't what I got caught up in, thinking it was what Tony Robbins was doing, and thinking, wow, like, you know, to have that skill set, to be Tony Robbins in this moment and do all this and make this major difference. But actually what happened for me yesterday as I went through this guided process with Sadhguru was I realized it wasn't actually that. That was incredible and amazing and wow, right? What Tony Robbins was able to do with this man. But actually I realized what hit me in the heart more than anything in that moment was actually me looking around this room full of thousands of people, you know, in awe and just silence and witnessing, you know, this interaction between a man who is completely suicidal and somebody who is waking him up to his value, to how loved he was. I was looking around in the energy of these thousands of people, and what really like struck me in the heart, and is still to this day like the most inspirational moment of my life, was that every single soul in that whole audience, which was thousands of people, over 5,000, we all had this man's best interests at heart. We all wanted what was absolutely best for him. We wanted him to be in complete well-being. We wanted him to know how valuable and loved he was, and how unique and special he is, and just wanted him to wake up to his own beauty, right? To his own value. And that energy between strangers, nobody had, you know, any connection to him. They didn't need anything from him. There was just purity of good intention and deep yearning for this other human being to get beyond their own suffering and wake up to their value and to love and to that inner beauty. And that goodwill that like was circulating in the room is what drives me to do everything that I do, right? It drives me to want to connect with people. It drives me to want to drop all judgments and just be here with an individual and be curious and want genuinely what's best for them, and create opportunities and for an experience for other people to experience what it is to be on the receiving end of goodwill, right? Like somebody who's got no need for you to be any certain way. There's no transaction, there's no manipulation, there's just a purity of goodwill for you, right? And that was such a pivotal moment that was just kind of reignited for me yesterday, because when Sadhguru entered this room yesterday, and there was about nearly 8,000 people there in attendance, it was such a different experience from like a personal development event, like a Tony Robbins, like electrified, like you know, like a rock concert kind of energy. And this was just like it was the total opposite entry. It was silence. It was just him calmly walking through the room, looking at as many people in their eyes as he could, just sending love and goodwill without words, without high energy, just this presence. And I was just streaming with tears, because the beauty of it all, like all of these people, all of us gathered together in just reverence for the beauty of humanity within and all around us, and this genuine desire to take responsibility for this vessel, for this only thing that we have our control over, right? Like your own system is the only instrument that you have to come in and impact the world around you. It was this responsibility for that in our individual selves, and this desire to have a really positive impact on those around us, and have a reverence for those who are doing that work, who genuinely have the best interests at heart of the individuals and of humanity, right? And that kind of experience, I just feel we don't get enough of. Like we walk around, like I'm in Sydney right now, and the energy here is you know, it's a hustle and bustle city. It's like so individualized that people don't even really notice each other unless they're kind of eyeing each other up and down and competing with one another, right? Like that's the kind of energy that I always feel when I come to Sydney. And not saying that there's not the beauty of humanity is in every single one of us, but it's whether we're acting upon it and aware of it and have experience with it, because it's no good just trying to believe in anything. I'm not trying to make you believe in the beauty of humanity and you've had some tough experiences and everything points you in the other direction. But what I am sharing with you is, if you do not know in your own experience the genuine beauty of humanity within you and all around you, then my invitation is to create some opportunities to have that experience so that you can know it in your own system. Not just believe in it and believe, I believe everybody's good, but my experience is everybody's bad, or I need to believe that I'm a good person, but really I feel like I'm just judging myself for all these things that I do wrong or whatever. It's actually waking up and opening up to the opportunity to have the experience that will rewrite your inner programming so that you don't look so negatively at the world around you and at yourself, and therefore come at life from this fear-driven protective place, which is so limiting and not what life is at all. You know, and we have to have the courage to drop our negativity, to drop past experiences and open up to the possibility of creating new experiences in our system that rewrite the program. Because once you wake up to the beauty of humanity and the human spirit within and all around you, you will be inspired to actually be your best in service for others. And when you come alive like that, that is when life starts happening for you, right? That is when everything becomes amazing, right? Everything, you become like a curious being that just wants to explore every facet of life, right? And that you can actually live fully in this moment and not wait for some goal to be achieved down the path that may or may not happen, and just, you know, drag your heels like in fear and insecurity, and you got to protect yourself from this person, and you look down when somebody smiles. It's like, that's not existence, that's not living. And so I know I've gone on a bit on this one, but I really hope that this one hits you in the heart and just gets you thinking about, when was a moment in time where you have truly experienced the beauty of the human spirit, like a deep reverence with love and connection and realness and truth. Like, take yourself back to those moments and remind yourself of them every time you feel negative and in fear, right? Like, what are those negativities and fears alerting you to? There's some validity there, but don't live there. Get back to living life by waking up to the beauty of the human spirit that is within and all around you. And if you're not knowing of that right now, don't just believe it, right? That's not knowing it. That's not having it in your system. That's just, you know, like just thinking about a thought and making it big enough, but it's not actually your reality. You have to create the opportunity for those experiences to occur. And if you don't have people that you're surrounded with, and you would love to be a part of a community where we are all opening up to that and providing that space to have the experience, to create the opportunities of kindness between strangers, of a genuine goodness and goodwill for you, for being a human being, not with any transaction, but just because we're humans and we're awake to that in our own system, then I invite you to join me in the Limitless Potential community. And if you want to know more about that, you can join the free Facebook group. And I'm going to be having a lot more of these opportunities for experience, bringing people together and being able to have that experience of the beauty of humanity with one another as we support each other to reach for our potential, be authentic, you know, open to love, and courageously and boldly go after what most inspires us. Then I invite you to reach out. Anyway, let me just check in with you guys. I've got George and Edgar sending love from Chihuahua, Mexico. So good to have you back, my friend. I hope you're doing well. And Arissa, hello, it's 11 p.m. in freezing England. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so grateful that you are awake, and look at the weather, freezing here. Yeah, it's beautiful here. It's actually going to be 40 degrees Celsius here, so it's going to be a bit of a hot one, but I'm heading back home up to the Sunshine Coast where I live now later on, so I'm enjoying a lack of humidity at least here because it's so humid where I live. But so good to have you here, Arissa, and hope that this message warmed your heart in that freezing English weather. And Ryth is here as well, and Edgar. What comes to my mind by hearing your words is being me is the most important thing I can do by being authentic. I love that, Edgar. Absolutely, because there's no other you but you, right? So absolutely. And you know, something that I'll talk into in a later message is how the things that we attach to and think are our identity can actually create a lot of our suffering. So who you are authentically is something to be experienced in some deep inner work, and then showing up from that place, there ain't nothing like it. And so love that. And Zin's here as well, and Edgar, so glad of watching you live. I missed your reflections. It's beautiful grow with you by sharing your reflections. Oh, that touches my heart. Edgar, thank you so much for showing back up here. And as you guys know, I'm doing this 40-day challenge. This is day 6. So you'll be seeing a lot more of me every single day. So I hope that you can join me live, and I can't wait to share more reflections with you in hope that it helps you to grow in your own unique ways. That's such a blessing to me to hear. So thank you, Edgar. And Klaus is here, and Dean, and Klaus, you're great. And thank you for showing up. Great to have you here. And Bill's in the house. Hello, Bill. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing amazingly well. I know that you will be. So that's my message for you. I really do have to run. I'm off to a museum exhibit on ancient Egyptian pharaohs. So that should be fun. Sanford's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. I'm just about to sign off and head out, but any of you guys just joining me now, I hope you catch the recording, get a ton of value from today's message. It's such a pleasure to connect with you. I love you guys so, so much. I so appreciate your connection and showing up in this space, and I hope to connect with you on a much deeper level in the Limitless Potential community so that we can create experiences of waking up to the beauty of the human spirit within and all around you as your authentic self. You need to instill those experiences in the framework of your own system so that you can know it and not just be a belief system, a walking belief system, right? And Sandra's here as well. Good to have you here. So I'm signing off. As always, my reminder to you guys is to go out there and live fully, right? Like open up, choose courage, choose love. Be the leader of love. Be the leader of your energy. You know, be inclusive of everybody. You know, no matter what we've done or not done, we are all absolutely deserving of love. And it's your choice whether you want to go spread love or you want to go spread fear. And that's what this challenge is kind of talking into, you know, choosing love over fear in every single conscious moment. You will direct an amazing existence from that place. So that's my hope from me to you as I walk that journey myself. It's not easy, but wow, like do things start falling into alignment when you have the courage to choose love over fear, and it's happening every single moment. So go out there, live authentically, love so deeply, you know, give your all to all that you do, and you'll wake up to wanting to contribute and serve by being your best with your own unique gifts, whatever they are. The world needs you. All right. So much love, and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow for day 7.